I don't even know what to do for an introduction, so let's just start off by introducing myself. Hi, my name is Kit, and I am back with another video. And today's video is going to be a dramatical murder tier list ranking, or DMMD for short. And in this tier list, I'm going to be ranking all main and minor characters from dramatical murder. Because this is my new recent obsession. I'm still going to do some Gorillas content, maybe even some Maximum Ride stuff. I don't think I actually told you guys about my obsession with Maximum Ride, but yeah, it's pretty big. And I'm still going to be doing that, but I'm also going to be doing DMMD stuff. So, yeah. The first character we have to rank is Clear. And to be perfectly honest, my assumptions of Clear were not the best when I first saw his design. At first I thought his voice was gonna be like Stinkfly's from Ben 10, which was way off base. I mean, he has the voice of an angel. He doesn't sound like super nasally or nerdy or just weird. So that was way off base, and that was also mainly because of the mask he was wearing. And two, I thought he was gonna be like a grandpa scientist type because of his hair and like the way it would stick out from his mask. But yeah, that was way off base. When he revealed his face, which you can see here in the picture, I don't know if that counts as a spoiler because like they reveal it later on, but there you go, that's what he looks like. And he like looks pretty cute. He has a good design. He definitely doesn't have bad fashion sense, which some characters suffer from terribly, and we are going to get to that. But first we need to rank him on this list of S to D, and I think he's a pretty solid character. Because of the jellyfish song, he's going to be pretty high too. Haga-san, not gonna lie, I low-key forgot his name earlier today when I found this tier list, and I was like, oh my god, who is this old man? Because he's just not that relevant, and because of that, he is going in C tier. I'm sure he's pretty cool in game, but I just don't know that much about him. All I know is that he hates being called bald, and he's relatively sweet. And then we have Alba's mother. They fucked off, basically. They left us behind. So, solid C tier. Now we have Kojiku. I feel like Kojiku is oftentimes overlooked, mainly because Clear and Noise are like the most popular characters, I believe. And, you know, I think he's a pretty cool character. I don't get why so many people overlook him / hate him. And also, the friends to lovers trope is pretty sweet. I know it's overdone, but, like, you know, I feel like he has a genuine, solid connection to Alba. So, I'm going to put him A tier. I don't know if I want him to be before or after Clear. I think I'll put him after Clear, because again, the jellyfish song is pretty much legendary. Next for Mink. Honestly, I feel like there should be an F tier here, because he's just so horrible. Oh my god, he's just so horrible. And just D tier is not low enough. Okay, it does not express how much I hate this character. It doesn't express how much I hate his hairstyle, because, oh my god, it just does not look good on him at all. He's a rapist, you know, he's just a bad person, a bastard. So we're gonna just roll with what we have and put him in D tier. Mizuki. Mizuki is pretty cool. I think he's a solid B tier. Of course, he's not like one of the main love interests, so while we do know things about him, he also isn't as relevant to the story. So I'm gonna put him in B tier. Alba's dad, Nine, oh my god, I don't know his mother's name. I just know that he's his mother, and I know that that's Alba's dad, and, you know, they just left us behind. So they're a C tier. Noise. Okay, so I just need to be honest real quick. I do not like Noise's design. Like, when he cleans up afterwards, after he's come back home from, like, Germany, like, he looks pretty fine. But oh my god, I just think that they tried way too hard on his design. And I know, like, appearance does not matter in terms of how much you like a character, but I just am not feeling it. But as a character, I think he's pretty cool. I'm gonna put him on A tier, along with Clear and Kojaku. Okay, so we have, well, human Rin, but I still consider him Sei, which is kind of funny because now that I'm looking at their pictures pretty much side by side, they look so different, even though I know that Rin's inside of Sei's body, which gets really weird if you go down his route with Alba, seeing as he's a love interest, if you're able to unlock that route, though. And I think, he's pretty cool because he's Rin, but also his character design is just so not it. He has one sleeve on one arm, and then he has, like, fingerless gloves, I think, on the other hand. I don't know, it was just such an awful design. I feel like they really gave up when it came to Sei's designs, or I guess Rin's version of Sei. I'm not even gonna get into that. And then we have Hot Rin, aka his online form, and I'm actually surprised they didn't get the picture of him with his shirt off, because, yeah. Anyway, love him more than his Sei version. And then we have this guy. I forgot his name. I just know he's a police officer, and he screams into a megaphone, and he, like, his only hobby is being a douchebag. So, I mean, C tier. Well, he's not as bad as Mink. He is, I guess not memorable, because I don't remember his name. Now we have Ryuho. I do not like his design. Really, like, it's not as bad as this Sei's design. Oh, we are gonna get to that actually pretty quickly. But anyway, Ryo, he has this part. He's a good tattoo artist, but for some reason does not know how to dress himself well. And, that's that. He's a C tier. Sei, what did they do to him? Like, I just don't like his design, okay? It's not even just the fedora, okay? It's like, does he have, like, film tape around the fedora, or are those, like, rhinestones or diamonds? I don't know. Then he has something else on his fedora, and the fedora itself is just a no-no, and then he has this weird-looking choker, and then they have the skirt, and then, and then they have the skeleton, prints on some of his clothing. Like, his whole design is super confused. I don't like how they did both of his designs. They're just so poorly thought out. But overall, as a character, I think he's pretty cool. So I'm going to put him in B tier. Now, for Taeson, aka Alba's grandmother, she didn't have as much of a presence as I thought she would. She gets kidnapped, and then after that, we don't really hear much from her. So I'm going to put her in B tier. Now we have the Tripster. Yes, I am not going to forget that moment in the dub where Virus refers to him as the Tripster. But, Trip, I don't really have much to say about Trip and Virus, other than, wow, that bad ending. Like, I did not expect them to just betray us, I guess. I don't really hate them, but I also, like, they aren't my favorites. So I'm just going to put them in C tier. Well, Trip in C tier. We have Toei. Toei, I think he's a really bad villain, because he's easily defeated by Alba. And then that's that. Platinum Jail falls, and then we get to the Yaoi stuff. Like, he's not a good villain. But of course, I prefer his character to Minx, so I'm gonna put him in C tier. Again, with Virus and Trip. They're C tiers. They betray us no matter what. So, obviously I'm not gonna love them. We have this lady. I forgot her name. Again, C tier. I don't even know why she's included in this. Like, I don't even think you can really consider her a minor character. She's just a presence that we had one conversation with, and it was really long and really boring. She's kind of like Hagasan in that way. I think I'm gonna put them like near the back end. I'm gonna put these two bitches in the back end too. Again, really poor villain. Let me see. I think I'm gonna change this real quick. Wait, no. I want to keep that the same. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I just wanted to see if that ranking was how I wanted it to be. Okay, now we have regular Alba. Alba is kind of a bitch in the visual novel. In the anime, they toned him down a bit, but like in the visual novel, he's definitely a tsundere stereotype. Luckily, he's not violent. That's like his one saving grace of being a tsundere. He's not violent. But overall, I just find him kind of annoying. And I don't know, just all he does is bitch and whine. He's just so lame. Like, in the visual novel, they mention how, like, he used to do drugs and get into fights with people, and that would have been interesting to expand upon. Like, I would have liked to see how he was in the past, because he sounded like fun, but this Alba right here is just super boring, and I don't know if it's because the visual novel is very slow-paced. Quick little footnote here. I prefer the anime to the visual novel, which I know is super unpopular. I know that, but for some reason, the visual novel is just so slow moving, in my opinion. It's very boring, and it takes a while to set up the plot, and you have to go in and play for at least an hour and a half to understand what's going on, which to me is a gigantic no-no. If you want to, like, have a really story-driven story, you know, I feel like you should get on with it. There shouldn't be this pointless BS that we had to go through to get to where we need to get to in the story. And I feel like the anime does a really good job of making sure that scenes that don't really need to be here at all, like, they go faster. And yeah, there is that weird pointless chair scene that I can't understand why they put that in the anime. That was a ridiculous scene. I don't understand why they put that in there either. But overall, I feel like the anime does a way better job at getting the plot and moving it forward. But anyway, back to Alba as a character. I don't like him that much. I'm going to put him right next to his brother. Okay, so editing kit briefly cutting in here, and after watching the playback, I just realized that I barely said anything positive about Alba's character. So, I'm going to say this. I like his design. I think he has some great fashion that I feel like gets clowned on way too much. It's super undeserving. Underdeserving, like I want him to get clowned on more. Anyway, I like the jacket, I like the colors, I like the vibrant shoes. You know, I think it looks pretty cool, pretty awesome, and I think that he gets so much flack from the community or the fandom, and he doesn't deserve it. Except for, like, his personality, because that sucks. And then we have Sly Blue, Instinct, Desire. It depends on what, version you're playing. If you're playing Recode, I think they refer to him as Instinct, and then if you play like the English translation of the games, they refer to him as Desire, and a lot of people refer to him as Sly Blue, which in my opinion sounds like a stripper name, but it's a cool one, and he's more interesting than Alba. Straight up. And he may be evil, but he's a lot of fun to watch on the screen, so I'm gonna put him over original Alba. I'm gonna put Desire right behind Noise. And now we have Shiroba, aka Marshmallow Man. And at first I thought like these red things right here were like earrings, but no, apparently they're hair ties. Anyway, I think he has a pretty cool design. We don't see him that much. Honestly, I didn't even know he was named Shiroba until like 2 days ago. He's still cooler than Alba though, so we're gonna go there because he's not lame. He's actually quite an interesting character. In fact, I think that he and Desire are basically the same person, but he's more overpowered, I guess. And he looks overpowered too, that's another thing. We have Mink's Allmate, don't know its name, it can go with its master. And then we have Noise's Allmate. Noise's Allmate is a bunny, or, well, I guess a save cartridge? I don't know what these are. They're cute, but, like, you don't really get to know them at all, like you get to know Ren. I'm gonna put them C tier, because, you know, anything is better than Mink. And then we have Hagasan's Allmate. I'll put them in C tier. I'll put Kojaku's Allmate Benny, I believe, and B tier, because I actually remember its name. And then we have Doggy Ren. I'm going to put him in A tier, because we actually get to know him. And then we have Clara, I think. Gonna put her in C tier. She's the dog that pines after Ren in the beginning, and then we never see her ever again after that. We have one of Clear's brothers. I'm actually surprised that they didn't put both of them here. We don't really get to know them. So again, C tier. And these children can all go in D tier. Like, straight up. They're annoying. And it's not even a cute annoying. And this is my ranking of every single Dramatical Murder character, both minor and main. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment down below what your ranking is, or leave a link down below to what your ranking is. I would love to see it. And yeah, toodles and signing out.